Morning, folks. Still moving stuff, tearing things apart. Yesterday I took the plastic off of Cindy's greenhouse. It needed redone anyway. Those pipes and things were coming apart. They look worse than they did with the plastic on it because I was able to get some of them loose. The way I did this when I built this greenhouse, we put railroad ties along the bottom. Then I just drilled holes and poked the water pipe into them and bent it up and over and around and poked another hole on the other side. Underneath here, there is a screw. Gotta get some of them loose. This one here, it broke. It snapped off, which is good, but I can't get that pipe out of that railroad tie. I should have grabbed a hacksaw or something. But anyway, this pipe, the new place, it doesn't have enough room for this big greenhouse. There's not a flat. There's enough room. There just isn't any place level enough to put it. So this thing, I started, well, midsummer, I started on building her another greenhouse, a smaller one, to go along with this one. And I never showed that because I didn't finish it up yet. And then we found out we were swapping places, so it didn't get very far. The doors on this one, the big double doors, I'm going to use that for the roof on her new one. And anyway, it ought to turn out okay. It won't be as big, but she doesn't really need a big one. This stuff, those will be the roof. Two of those together. Anyway, that's the plan, is to demolish things today. In a way, it's sort of sad. She really liked this greenhouse. But things change. Well, this ain't gonna take long. It kind of fell apart in the front end easier than I thought it was gonna. I was hoping to lift that whole section out, take those doors off, but the screws on them were stripped. I couldn't get them out anyway. I'll have to probably cut those hinges, but it didn't damage the doors. I need those pieces, so shut this off and unhook those. Now this is taking a little bit longer than what I thought. Sun's going down, and living against this cliff is something I've never liked. It's only 3 o'clock, and it's getting cold. And I'm running out of time. So, I guess this is a tomorrow thing. Try not to bore you with it too awful bad, but it's kind of what I'm doing. The majority of this can be wadded up and taken over to the burn pile. These railroad ties, if they're not too rotten, they'll be good. Cindy's wanting another raised garden like she had in the other one, like over here. This place, you know, it's been a nice place to live. Just kind of busy anymore. Actually, when we first moved here, there was no fence, there was no trees, there was nothing here. It was just grass. Not even a whole lot of grass. Cindy planted all these trees. Some of them have gotten old and died and had to cut them down. There's this one. I guess most of those are okay. I thought there was a dead one here. Maybe it's one of these little fellas over there. But all these trees, you know, people say, oh, if I plant a tree, it ain't gonna grow in my lifetime. Well, I'd say you're wrong. You get the right trees, and these grew actually pretty fast. I mean, this one probably, I'll bet it's 16 inches at the base across. Same, this garden spot here, we built her this a long time ago. She wanted to raise flower beds so she didn't have to bend so bad. And the new place, she wants one too. And if I make it out of logs, or if I make it out of some of these railroad ties, that either one would work. Railroad ties are probably easier, but they say that creosote or whatever it is, they treat those railroad ties isn't good for you. I don't know what is good for you anymore. Now, some of these trees, like I said, she planted all these birch trees. Our part of Idaho, we don't have any. Got a lot of quaking aspen, but none of these paper birch. These are the ones that the bark peels off like paper. I like this tree. There's another one on the other side of the house. Like I said, she planted them all. So if you got a place that doesn't have any trees, plant them. They'll grow. It might take a little while, but they will grow. So anyway, we still got actually quite a bit of stuff to move. Most of it's just odds and ends. It needs to move to the dump and not over anywhere else. But there's stuff like this last chicken pen. I need to tear that apart. It don't look so good. Get rid of this stuff here. Like bring the tractor in, smooth this all out. This is where a chicken house was, and all that stuff. It won't take a long time, but it's going to take some time. I don't know. Get it again tomorrow, I guess. There's still got firewood to move and stuff to get rid of. Try not to bore you with that too horrible bad. Like I said, this greenhouse, taking it down, it's couldn't get those doors off. Like I say, I'm going to use those doors as the roof on her new one, because it's going to be small. It's only going to be 10 foot square, maybe a little less than that even. The doors will fit for the roof, but I couldn't get the screws out of them. Those Phillips head screws, they were wallowed out enough that the screw gun wouldn't do anything but spin. So I'd go grind them off, and like I say, it's just a little bit of a lot of stuff. Most of it just needs to go to the dump. That's a tomorrow thing. So, see you folks tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day, and bye.